Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to another episode of the Free, Happy, and Thriving podcast. This is a solo podcast. I've been so excited to bring you all the interviews, but I also love when we have a super relaxed conversation, just you and talk like I always tell you. I hope you have your favorite drink. I've just finished my iced matcha latte because I've been really learning to make that, and it's been nice. I've been substituting caffeine. So I only have tried to have only one coffee a day, and the second is a matcha. And yeah, I hope you have your favorite drink because to me, this podcast is like we're sitting in a cafe. I'm picturing right now a cafe that I love, and we're having a drink and we're talking business, like biz besties chat. So what I want to share with you for this podcast episode is just a little bit of behind the scenes of what's been working. I actually sent an email today to the email list. If you're not on the email list, I would love to have you. I do genuinely share everything there. At this point, in line with what's been working, I am trying to get better and better systems of posting on social media, my offers, my things. But like I have a coaching package that I've released. I have a one-on-one strategy session with a Voxer bonus that's going on. Like I have a membership. I have so much going on the email list is where all the activity is happening. I am getting I love Instagram and I love everyone that's with me on Instagram. And that platform is definitely growing. And I really appreciate the followers there and everyone I connect with. But I am be honest with you, it's just so much I'm my voice is on the email list, and that's the first place I always go, and it's just about finding the time, and that's in line with what's been working. What I found that's been working, I told you on the email list today. And did I finish that thought? If you're not on the email list, I will give you 2 links in the show notes with like 2 free resources that I offer. You can download those. Hopefully they support you, but also you can join the email list and you can get updates and anything going on in my world. In my world is always sent on the email list first. And of course, you can unsubscribe at any time. But essentially today on the email list, I was sharing what's been working for me and kind of how I got unstuck in my business because the marketing consultancy, I'm so grateful, has been working very good and now better and better and better. Always booked up, and honestly I have to create, like I've built a team with Diana and really create that in order to take more work, because for the longest time it's always been at capacity. But another side of my business that's always been an equal priority and an equal dream of mine was my courses, my coaching, this side of the business, right? And this one kind of always felt stuck. And I'll be honest with you, things are working better and better, but I have goals. And I'm always looking to reach those goals higher. But I have learned something that got me unstuck. And it's now what I expected. For the longest time, I've looked for the thing. And there's nothing wrong with looking for the thing, but I've looked for launch strategies. I've taken launch courses and group programs and things about how to evergreen launch, how to launch with paid ads, how to launch with slow offers, self-liquidating offers like low-cost offers with paid ads. I've looked at how to live launch, how to launch with a live event, with challenges, with email funnels, I've looked into so much stuff. And it's all good. Every course, everything I've done has somehow brought me closer to where I am today. So this is by no way one of those stories where I'm going to tell you I wasted money on all of this. Not at all. I think every penny I've invested, I've even gotten the answer that I wanted, or I've committed further to my business, and it just allowed me to think differently and find something differently. And somehow it all leads me to the action. As one of my favorite coaches says, clarity comes through engagement, not thought. And many times looking for a course, looking for a training, looking for a thing is the action that we need to get that clarity. So this is the clarity that I am so sure now of. So whenever I buy something, I've invested in 2 memberships, like 2 1-year memberships at the moment with 2 of my favorite coaches, like very different kind of vibes, but both things that complement what my intentions are in my business. And those are kind of just the right places, getting to see behind the scenes of how this, like, coaches and business owners I admire whose business is similar to mine, how they think, how they do things, what their advice is, and just kind of to feel supported. But in terms of what I'm doing, my decision is made. I've found that what works for me is to lean in on what works for me. And bear with me because that's going to sound like, why? You just going to tell me like you're doing what works for you? But here's it is. I've been focusing on what works for me in terms of what I offer and what works for me in terms of what I sell. And if you don't have any sales yet, or if you're like on a dry spell, and I've been there, I've been there many times on a dry spell, it's just more about, even if what works is not exactly sales, is anything that works. Like, I'm talking, if posting reels on Instagram is getting you people on your email list, then that works. Now you can work a little bit more the email list to make offers, and that will very likely lead to sales. And that's another add-on that works. So I'm actually live here with you as I'm doing. I'm gonna open the email and read out to you, because I want to, like, I've thought it out and I might miss it in speaking, but I found out. So I looked at what sold. For instance, what offers I like to create and sell, what I was good at. And for me, it is, and it may change, creating spontaneous trainings from experience, like my own business, what I do for my clients. This changed everything for me. And I can't even tell you the fact that I have full confidence to take any idea into a paid offer because I back myself up on the fact that I've done it. And I do see competition. Like, for instance, for the longest time, I wouldn't see anybody selling paid ads courses because I'm not like really following those accounts. I'm following more business coaches that teach you how to grow your business to a certain amount of money. So it's almost like I wasn't connecting in my niche. But then the more I've been collaborating and doing things, the more I found people that are offering those. And it's so easy to feel, oh my goodness, maybe the program's so much better than mine. I found some that were so much cheaper. And I was like, oh wow, that's so cheap. I found some that are so much more expensive. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I must look like such an amateur because theirs are more expensive. And sometimes that can make you feel like you're not experienced. All those thoughts went through my mind. And you know what stopped that comparison and imposter syndrome? The fact that I backed myself up with, that's great. I'm sure there are millions of paid ads programs out there, and any any training that I offer. But this is my experience. In my programs, I share screenshots. I share evidence of my experience. And it's not about being the only one. It's about sharing my experience, my way, with my expertise, with my knowledge, and also because I do it for my clients too, my students. So I do it not just for myself, but for other people. So that means that I have a system of having control kind of questions and things. And even if I didn't, I just did it for me because there's certain things that I've just done for me and I'm teaching those. Through that, I back myself up, that, and I know that I will connect to someone. Like, we had a training, a live training, successfully nicheless, literally sold for the first time. The student that did come live with us, literally, the live training sold, but only one student came live while we were recording with us on Zoom. And at the end, she shared a testimonial. It's on the page, that literally word for word was what I set up in order to sell the training. Like, not to sell the training, like when the idea came, like why I had a conversation in like a panel. Someone was saying some things, and I was like, oh my goodness, but like this and this and this, and I've had that pain point, and look, this is working better. I'm gonna create a training around this. She took the training live at the end. She's like, you saved me so much time and so much wondering and so much this through this training, and literally word for word explain everything. And I was like, wow. Talk about alignment, talk about right place, right time. I sold the right thing to the right person, and they are feeling so fulfilled and they feel like they got so much value. And I'm feeling incredible. Like, what I put out there is so valuable, and this is a win-win, right? And that's what's been working for me. Leaning into, I'm going to teach from experience, my experience, my client's experience. Like, you can, if you feel you don't have experience, you can teach from many angles. But if there's an angle you can get behind, honestly, competition, everything else will start sounding positive to you. Like, even as I said to you, even though as I've been seeing more paid ass trainings around me, and I've been applying to do some guest speaking things, and then I saw other people get a guest speaking thing, because you don't always get everything, right? Like, I don't always get everything, and that's fine. I get some, and that's great. The fact that I don't get everything means I'm putting myself out there, and that's the real win. But I've, like, at the beginning, I felt a bit of imposter syndrome or like comparison. And I was like, well, actually, it's just evidence that it's working. Because if more people are doing it and they're selling it and they're doing it successfully, means that people are needing this. Like, imagine if your favorite supermarket sold milk and all the other supermarkets said, oh no, they sell milk, we can't sell milk too. No, that's evidence that people buy milk. Random example. That's been working very well for me. I do encourage you, if like this resonates, if you're maybe stuck on what to offer, what to do, if you have an angle that you feel you can get behind, whether it's sharing from experience, sharing from your one-on-one client experience, or previous job, or studies or something, or perspective, or strong beliefs about it, or what you feel should be changed and done better. I've seen people be very successful with no experience in the field, but a strong opinion of what they experience as a customer, and they go on and create great stuff that really make a positive impact. A second thing that I found worked for me was live Q&As. I found that I bring my best self when I do live trainings with live Q&A sessions, or even when I do pre-recorded and people send me their questions and I answer and I personalize them. It is just amazing. And I found that my students find it amazing too. One-on-one work, like my marketing consultancy, my coaching clients, I really like this. This used to be a huge, like, fear of mine that I'm not going to be good enough one-on-one. And then I found that actually, wow, I can really help people. And then in terms of like topics, ads, email lists, services, mini funnels. This is like, I know a lot of stuff in marketing. I've been doing, I do day in, day out, all kind of online marketing, websites, social media, reputation management, like reviews and stuff like that, ads, all kind of things. But what I love the most, and I have strong opinions and results and systems around, are ads, email lists, services, mini funnels, all kind of things like that. So I've been creating more offers on that. I've been leaning in. I've been taking inspired actions by saying, oh, I wish I had a paid ads membership. You know what? I'll create one, and I'll trust myself that I can offer the value because I know the process. And that has really been it got me unstuck, because for the longest time, for instance, I felt I cannot sell anything else apart from my service business course, because once that is successful, I can add more courses. Why? Like, why? I have sold more courses and then made my service business course successful because I was just pulled in different directions. I wanted to teach marketing. So that the idea that until I have, like, I don't know, X amount of money out of my service business course, I can do this. That was just something I was telling myself, blocking myself from taking those actions and creating those things I wanted to. Like, people were asking me about ads, but I was like, no, I cannot teach on ads until that. Like, why? When I stopped telling myself that and I leaned into this, things just started working. Then I looked at what worked to sell it. And I mean, even if you had one sale, like, to me, that worked. Emails, like written in the moment as broadcasts, and a bit of social media. Paid ads on low budgets, like, that's my thing. I'm always relying on that. And as of recent, it's been a year and a bit now, and I'm going to actually create a training on this because I want to share with you what's been working for me. I've actually been helping people one-on-one to look at this. So I've created a bit of a process of how I'm going to teach this, bundle summits, and some podcast interviews, like how to actually build an email list without a list to sell. This continues to be, and I think for the longest time will be, a backbone of my business, of how I bring my grow my influence, grow my business, and this has been working so well. And Instagram stories. I've actually seen, even though I don't focus on it enough, I've made some sales through Instagram stories and they weren't working for the longest time. All my favorite coaches are like, we sell through Instagram stories alone. And I was like, why isn't it working for me? Like only like I grow following, but it seems like only friends and family are watching my stories. And as of late, that's not the case anymore. So I'm leaning in. But what I want to say, want to leave you with is that what I've realized is not about one strategy that boomed. It was about something worked, some things were blocking what worked, like email worked, but trying to do long funnels, even though I know how to do them, didn't work. Um, uh, I'm losing my frame of thought. What I've just told you. Creating offers worked. My service business course, like I've re-recorded it a million times, made it better and better. But trying to sell just that didn't work. My heart couldn't sit in it, like just on that. Once I created a bunch of other offers and put myself out to different things, it's like they all started to sell. So tweak a little, continue, tweak a little, continue, and then that's my, if I was to say my golden strategy, that's it. That's it. It's not one thing. I don't have one thing. I talk a lot about paid ads. I'm about to talk a lot about bundles. I talk a lot about email lists. That's, to be honest, if I am to end with something, I would say all roads lead to the email list. The moment I made that decision, I teach that in Grow an Email List of Buyers. The moment I've made that strong decision through everything, honestly, everything started clicking into place. Because right now in my business, everything starts and ends with my email list. But all the other things, so for you, it may be like, you know what? Instagram stories are working for me and I'm fighting myself over the email list. I still want to tell you that it's important to have an email list because algorithms, things like that, it's just so hard to make it all work. But if Instagram stories are better for you in terms of how you communicate, maybe it's a matter of emailing people the same stuff you put on stories, right? While right now I'm posting on stories the same stuff I'll write on email. Like I'm doing a podcast interview, a podcast episode right now after I wrote an email today because it came easier to me. And I'm not surprised because I love writing and I feel like in that format, my thoughts are most concise and I can really express myself. And then everything builds from there. For you, maybe like Reels is best. So you can also turn a reel into an email. So then you can also build that email list and that connection. So I hope that this kind of behind the scenes view helped you. I love this kind of episodes. Let me know if you love them because I want to bring more of this. I want to make sure at least every 2 months or so I do just like a check-in and just tell you what's going on. And also I want to let you know how you can work with me right now. So if you haven't seen yet on the email list or on Instagram, I've started Grow with Paid Ads, the membership. It's literally at the moment, I don't know if it'll be like this forever, but at the moment it's $9 a month. And it's just my baby. It's how I see I can give people that constant and easy to access, simplified access to use, to learn how to use paid ads so that they can grow their email list, lead generation ads at any budget. Like I show you how to put them out for $1 a day. It's got like some super incredible bonuses that I'll be honest with you, I don't know if they'll always be there. I think that they are definitely right now as I'm building the content and I want to give people straight away. So the best time to join is now. um, so definitely join us if you are looking to have to use paid ads in your business. This is the membership that I'm putting so much thought in and to really not just give you a lot of content, but give you the steps, the same steps I'm giving my clients one-on-one to create it for you at in an approachable way that basically you have my knowledge in your back pocket. So I hope that if you're you're looking to start paid ads and you join us, it really serves you. I'm there for you. We have Q&A. I'm literally going to come off this and answer one of the comments we got inside the dashboard of one of the students asking, if this is the right time for her to start ads and how to approach that. So I've been so excited when I saw her comment come in to respond and help her with it. So yeah, if you want to start with paid ads, I'd love to have you check it out. It's super approachable in terms of price, and you can cancel anytime. I also have currently, so depending on you listen this, it might be going, but a one-on-one offer on the one-on-one strategy session. There is a Voxer bonus, so you can check that out. That's a flash sale. And I've also opened spots for a coaching package ongoing. I have 3 spots at the moment. That will vary depending on availability, as I also, um, how I have all the pieces of my business with the marketing consultancy clients do, because I want to make sure when I take in my clients, I'm there and I'm serving you. So right now that looks like this. I can help you with anything marketing strategy in your business. So that could be setting up things so you get more leads, more sales, working on your copy, working on your emails, working on your paid ads, working on your email list, working on your offers, on your anything. Like if you're a business owner, if you're a woman solopreneur with a small team and you're selling coaching services, digital programs, anything like that, I would be so excited to help you. There is an application. So you definitely can apply first, and I will make sure you're a right fit. We'll have a chat on email, or we can voice note in the DMs on Instagram. Right now, that coaching package looks as the investment is, super affordable as well, for what that could create for the support that you're going to get. So you're going to get 2 calls a month where we go on Zoom and we create intentions and really work on what matters in your business. We do that from the beginning, from the first call, and set a plan. And then I help you with it. So we'll have 2 calls, 2 video calls a month, kind of 60-minute calls. Of course, we'll lean in on what we need, but there'll be at least 60 minutes. And then Voxer access throughout. So if you're new to Voxer, or if you prefer to use something else, WhatsApp is also available. I know here in the UK we use that more, but Voxer is used more, like kind of worldwide, and definitely in the US. Essentially, is text, sharing links, feedback, voice notes, so that sorry hiccups, so that we can have that ongoing support. So you can, I can give you feedback on your business. I can guide you on what softwares to use. I can check your copy, check your ads, check your performance, check your things, give you feedback on all the things. We can work together on it with this level of high support. And right now that looks like a pay in full 3,000 for 4 months, and you also have access to all my program suite for the duration of the coaching package. Or you can have a flexible monthly payment of $1,000 a month for 4 months. So if you're feeling called for that high level of support, my Down For You marketing consultancy is closed, but that either way starts at around 5,500 a month. So this is in terms of that one-on-one support, this is something that I can offer that's a bit more approachable. And I absolutely love to work with one-on-one coaching clients. There's so much magic that we do together. There's obviously that level of customized support where we just get down to work on your business and what you need. And as I'm daily hands-on with accounts that I manage for my clients, I have this kind of daily experience of not only just coaching, but doing all these things. So I know that I can fast track for you so many systems in terms of making sure your ads work. You don't have to run paid ads to work with me, but if you want to, definitely I will support you this, and I will edit your ads and kind of will look at them together. And there's not like something that I will look at. We're there to make your business work, and I'm just so excited to touch over all levels of marketing strategy to support you. So yeah, if you feel this resonates, feel free to email me at assistant@georgianadacosta.com. There I'll put some links anyway in the show notes, or you can DM me on Instagram at at the Georgiana Dacosta. Send me a voice note and we'll chat over anything that you found interesting that you would like me to support you or answer any questions if you want to know if they're right fit for you. Thank you for listening and speak to you on the next episode. Bye.